All right, I made sure to type it in correct that time. Nice.
Yeah, that's like not a first, but it's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, it's a rare occurrence for it to happen first try. My
Yes.
fucking dyslexic ass.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Llytic.
I'm Tom.
And Zane's dead. Welcome to What Are We Reading?
Yeah. So what are we reading today, Llytic?
Reading the same thing we read last time.
I know.
This shouldn't be a hard concept, Tom.
I'm just being contrary, but fine, whatever.
We are continuing Light and Dark: The Adventures of Dark Yagami.
It's quite entertaining, actually.
The story of a boy born to a Japanese family, raised in Wales, and suddenly moving to America.
Yeah, and not Wales like the Welsh country, but no, some country that apparently is like a giant, like, blue whale or something. I don't know.
He was living with Geppetto and Jonah.
There we go.
Geppetto. Alright, let's start this bitch off. Flashback, yesterday. Matt got on his motorbike and was racing across the country faster than a speeding bullet. His goggles were flapping in the wind. Don't think you're wearing your goggles right there, mate.
He's not wearing his goggles. They're just around his neck. I mean,
Well,
I guess that...
Not wearing them right then.
Yeah, true. I guess
his mission was clear, unlike his vision. He would revenge the death of Mello if it was the last thing he did.
Oh boy, a revenge story. It's just
also, who's deep. Matt?
We meet Yotsuba and Matt. I think he's one of the characters created. That's what the chapter says, anyway. Or chapter 5, we meet Yotsuba and Matt.
Yotsuba. Yotsuba.
He went even faster on his motorbike because it would be dark soon, and he couldn't see anything except the light bits because of his headlights. It was a 3,000-mile drive, and the speed limit was like 30, and he knew that if he was going to get where the action was, that he would have to be going fast, and went faster. So I guess he's got to go fast.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, I'm gonna look up the width of the U.S. just to get this into perspective. Get this shit in perspective. The U.S. horizontally is 2,680 miles.
So apparently he was driving from Mexico to Canada or something like that.
Well, no, that would be 1,582 miles.
Mexico to Alaska, then.
So yes, apparently I don't know where he's driving.
I don't think any of us do.
Suddenly he stopped suddenly. He saw the taillights of a Porsche up ahead, and the driver was laughing like mad, and something about the car just didn't seem right somehow. Well, for one, it was a Porsche.
Yeah, not a car.
He's just sitting on a porch swing.
No, it's like a mobile home, like on one of those trucks, and he's just sitting on a porch and the truck's driving.
Well, no. It's not like a mobile home. It's like he literally just put wheels on the porch. He's got pedals right up next to like the fucking like swing chair.
Either that or he does the Flintstone style of driving.
I prefer the idea that he has the gas pedals and shit, but they're right in front of the porch swing.
Yeah.
So he has to make sure his momentum doesn't sling him back out of reach of him and shit.
Well, where else would you put the pedals on a porch, man? I mean, come on.
Yeah. He stepped on and did a wheelie because the road was abandoned and he was going fast. Because he was going fast, the wind passed his ears like a running past his ears. What the fuck? Ears like a NASCAR on steroids, only faster.
So a Formula One.
Not sure why you're going around feeding cars steroids to figure this out, but okay.
Well, how do you think Lightning McQueen got so fast, man?
Oh, he was juicing.
Yeah, probably.
Just ka-chowing that needle into him.
Or some equivalent, like some creative equivalent that Cars universe could come up with.
I doubt it would be creative if it's coming from the Cars universe.
Yeah, true.
Da, 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 da.
He got out his gun and shoot it at the back window of the porch. It shattered and swerved all over the road, and Matt had to yell, "What are you doing, you fucking psycho?" and jumped in the back window.
I'm sorry, you started shooting at him. What the fuck? Like when I was trying to tell Zane, don't shoot at the fucking clown. You shoot first. You're kind of in the wrong there.
Yeah, and he even though he was shooting, he's the one who yelled, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Also, the porch shattered and then swerved all over the road.
Yeah, that must have been a mess.
Bit of weird
everywhere.
physics there.
Yeah.
The driver was a tall, skinny man with greasy hair called Yatsuba, and he was laughing and driving and writing something in his book as he drove. Well, that's just unsafe.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, he's laughing, so how he's going to be able to see the road with his eyes closed like that?
You can laugh with your eyes open.
Yeah, it just doesn't look good on anyone.
Yeah.
Matt looked at the book and even closer, and he noticed something to his horror. It was a death note.
Flashback a bit later that day.
I don't think that's how flashbacks work.
I don't know.
Later, as Yatsuba got to the end of the road, Matt made his move and he jumped in the driver's seat and grabbed the wheel. Yatsuba screamed like a little girl, only manlier because he was big and covered his face with his arms.
I mean,
I've seen like a man.
I mean, I've seen some really big guys scream like little girls. You can't really control what your scream sounds like.
Yeah. He crushed the car into a wall and exploded in a ball of flame. One of the drivers died instantly. The other stole the death note and jumped back on his motorbike and drive out. It was. You'll have to find out later. P.
just P.
Gee, I wonder which one it is, considering the fact that they were the one that didn't own the death note and did own a motorbike.
Present day.
Light, what the fucking hell are you fucking doing killing Naomi and Mikome? Screamed Dark as he punched Light in the gut really hard, and Light screamed.
I had to do it or they would have said our names to the police and we'd be arrested, he replied.
Oh, okay. Said Dark, slamming down a bit and putting his shirt back on.
But we need to take more care in the future, Dark added as Light rubbed lotion on his sore tummy.
Blood came in the doorway. Ew.
I have bad news. Matt survived the car crash, he said madly as he chowed on down on a blood banoffee pie that Misa had made earlier. Banoffee pie that Misa had made earlier because she was a good cook from the TV, at least in the movie.
What car crash? Said Light. His gut was really hurting and also had a bruise, and also it was bruised bad too.
Oh, I didn't tell you. My death note can also kill people in the past, and I am going to write his name in it in the future to kill him in the past and stop him stealing the death note, said Dark, pointing to his royal death note.
What?
Time travel shenanigans. Don't get me started on those.
Excusez-moi. Not sure why I said a French phrase with an English accent, but okay. Oh, Jesus. Then why is Blood telling me now, not in the future? Light said as he scratched his head.
It's one of those time paradox that they have in back. Dark replied and picked up his death note.
Paradox. Paradox Saints. He picked up the death note and wrote, Matt dies yesterday in a car crash. And the death note glowed a funny color, which meant it was doing stuff in the past.
Meanwhile, in the past.
Now that has to be a euphemism. Suddenly, Matt was back in the car, and before he knew what the hell had happened, he jumped and grabbed the steering wheel. The car crashed again, but this time Yatsuba survived, and he climbed out just before there was a big explosion that was like 10 times the size of a normal explosion. Because the death note had done magic to it and threw bits of Matt all over the road. Nice. It was a sick sight, not least because the bits of Matt were squishy in places, and his goggles were on fire, and so was his hair, and there was blood all over the road, which made Yatsuba lose his lunch, and that made things even sicker.
Fatality. Yatsuba picked up Matt's PSP and decided to take it with him to play with on the train. He laughed evilly again and took Matt's motorbike and drive to the railroad where he took a train to Light's town.
Back in the future!
L looked at the death note say you had stolen from Misa. There was some rules in the front, but he figured how it worked anyway because he was a genius and worked it out.
Yes, all you have to do is read it.
Mm-hmm.
He picked up a pen and said, "Time to test this bad boy out."
He opened the book and wrote, "Light's mom." They still don't know the name of Light's mom. I mean, I can't really remember it either, but like,
fuck it. Light Yagami's mom. Sachiko.
There we go.
Yamagi Sachiko. I mean, Yagami, not Yamagi. What the fuck? Yagami Sachiko.
Okay.
Ugh. Next chapter coming soon, and it will be pretty intense, so watch it. Also, review, please.
So just watch the chapter, don't read it?
Yes. Stare intently.
Okay. Oh, what is with my internet? Hold on, I'm pushing next, and it's not exactly working. Hang on a sec.
Oh, God.
There we go. This is probably the last chapter, though I may add some more after. It all depends whether people like it.
This is probably the last chapter. You know, being chapter 6 out of like 41. Though I may add some more after it. It all depends on whether or not people like it. Vote!
What the fuck are you doing, Ryuzaki? Shouted Light's dad at L as he wrote his wife's name in the death note.
Oh, Ryuzaki. Okay.
Ryuzaki, there we go. Sorry, I'm American.
Shit. Don't worry, I have a plan, but I hope this works. He replied as he pulled out a second death note out of his bag, but this one was glittery and white and made of silk and said life note on the front.
Okay, that's totally a ripoff from Smosh. Just going to say that right now. They did a...
Yes, but if you're ripping off Smosh, does it really count? I mean, they're bottom of the barrel anyway.
Yeah. True. In Lights and Dark's house...
Now that has to be a euphemism. Light's mom jumped through the door and said in a strange voice that was not hers, "I am Al. I know that you are Kira Yagami, and I am going to reveal it to the world and then arrest you later."
Holy shit, muttered Dark as Light's mom danced around the room under the control of the death note, which was making her say all these things.
Also, I am not dead. Your plan to kill me failed because I am smart enough to make Sochirio on my side. She continued, though it really wasn't her saying this crazy stuff. It was Elle using the death note.
Light's mom pulled a knife out of her apron and held it against Dark and said, I don't have the evidence yet, but if you come with me to the warehouse, then I think we can come to an agreement.
Then she fell over and died of a heart attack.
Elle, you fucking maniac! You killed my whiff! Light's dad yelled as loud as he could, which was pretty damn loud because he was a cop. What does that have to do with anything? I mean, did he use a megaphone and just like yell at him?
Like 2 inches from Elle's face, 2 inches from Elle's ear, just screaming into a megaphone.
And then Elle just started bleeding from his ear.
You killed my whiff!
How dare he?
Not so fast, replied the short, messy detective man and wrote Light's mom comes back to life in the life note.
There was a blinding flash of light and a noise like a bunch of angels signing signing, and Light's mom got up and came back to life. I was reading that right. It wasn't Angel singing. No, it was Angel signing.
You're alive! Cheered Soichiro as he glomped Light's mom to the ground.
That sounds dirty.
Never heard the term glomp?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yes!
Is that an actual term?
Yes! Basically like a tackle hog.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's what that's called. Okay.
Yes!
I know what it is. I've just never heard the term for it. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, less dirty. That's actually kind of cute. But what's going on back at Dark's house?
WTF, shouted Light. We had to go to the warehouse again, but this time we don't have Mikami, he shouted.
Calm down, Light, Dark said. I have another plan, and this will end the story once and for all.
He pulls out the script. They went to the warehouse, and Elle was waiting for them there. Nier was there as well, and he was playing with some toy robot or something. I don't know, it's not really important.
Okay, so is this Dark talking? I really can't tell right now.
I have come of my own 3, but it will appear... Oh, yeah, that'd be Dark.
I have come of my own free will, but it appears that it was not needed for you have not proved that I'm Kira. Excuse you?
My own free will.
All 3 of them.
That's where you're wrong, Elle replied.
You don't have any evidence that I'm Kira, said Dark triumphantly.
But you came here. That proves that you're Kira, Elle cried.
Dark was so shocked that he fell to the floor screaming. How could he have given himself away so easily? But he still had his trump card waiting in his pants. He reached into his pocket and took the Royal Death Note out of his pocket.
He didn't know Elle's name, but he didn't have to. He wrote Elle in the book, and straight away the detective fell over and started dying.
How are you doing this? Asked Elle forcefully as he rolled on the floor, suffering heart attacks and pain.
Because my Shinigami is the king of the Shinigami and has the power to kill anyone, even if you don't know their name.
At that moment, Blood appeared in front of Dark and said, That's where you're wrong, my shiny-haired apprentice. You see, I only pretended to be your Shinigami, but in fact, I was L's all along. I gave him a life note, and all I have to do is write L's name in it, and he will come back to life as good as new, and your plans will have been foiled.
Been foiled.
Ben Foiled, my favorite fictional character.
L wrote L Llytic in the life note and jumped back to his feet. He looked mad and said, Okay, that proves that you were because you killed me.
L put the handcuffs on Dark.
Now I have put an end to your reign of terror, Kira. I hope our paths never cross again.
Blood then whispered in Dark's ear, I don't actually work for L. He only thinks I do when really I work for you.
Dark replied, I know. Everything went exactly as planned.
In prison.
Now that has to be a euphemism of some kind. Prison life was good to Dark because he was Kira and everyone in prison was his bitch.
Hi, my name is Nappa. This is Vegeta. He was a prison bitch.
Nappa.
All right, Nappa, don't be rude.
God damn it.
Sorry, I just derailed that whole train of thought.
He was eating lots of prison food because he had given L a fake royal death note and not the real one. He could hypnotize prisoners into doing illegal stuff. You know, that thing that prisoners don't usually do. And then dying without the guards catching on.
Yeah, pretty sure if they started dying, the guards would catch on to something if they're at least a little bit competent.
Yeah, that's what stealth mechanics are for. You just stay out of their sight for 3 seconds.
Yeah, good point. Then one day he wrote the names of everyone in the prison and all the guards and stuff too and made them dig a tunnel out. When El found out, he was mad.
How did he escape the prison? El asked ponderously as he chewed a big old mouth of gummy candy and gum. Ugh. Those do not go together.
No, they don't.
Then he looked at the royal death note and noticed it was a fake. Wait a minute.
Wait, this is just a spiral notebook from Walmart.
No, I'm imagining like that whole thing that you're legally supposed to do to fake IDs, to where you have a stamp saying like not valid, like all across it.
Yeah, and it's like
not a valid form of identification, not a valid form of death note.
How did I miss this?
It doesn't even matter.
I'll get you, Dark Yagami, if it's the last thing I do, he cried. Or
Meanwhile, at the Yagami house.
Welcome back, Dark, said Light's mom, who didn't remember all the dying and mean stuff she said earlier. Also, he had blood wipe Soichiro's head so he would forget to.
Me and Misa are going steady, said Seiyu to Dark. What a threesome, she winked.
Better make it a foursome, joked Light Yagami, and everyone laughed. Oh, jeez.
Okay, I know people have, like, fantasies of, like, 3 ways involving twins, but this is the first one I've seen of it being a 4-way involving twins and the twins' younger sister.
I'm sure it's a fantasy in some sick fuck's mind.
Oh, it definitely is. The end!
Miles away, Yatsuba was just getting off his train holding the death
blood
note.
Bananas.
What? You're alive?
I guess.
Anyway.
Mute.
Did you just mute him?
Yes! Oh shit, I remuted him.
Hey. Miles away, Yatsuba was just getting off his train holding the death note he had stolen from Matt.
Now the party can really begin.
Or is it? Dun dun dun. Welcome, Zane.
Hi.
Fuck, now I have to link the current chapter in.
You're on chapter 7.
Yes.
Boom.
Wait, no. Is that chapter 7? Yes, that is chapter 7. Okay.
Yes, we are on chapter 7.
I heard that screaming and I automatically knew that it was the end of the chapter when he was adding that, like, oh my fucking gosh, more chapters, am I right, lol?
I mean, he, at the beginning of chapter 7, he said, this is probably going to be the last one in a series.
Oh, beginning of chapter 6, he said that.
Yeah, we're at the beginning of chapter 7. Sorry, slip of the tongue.
Should I go then?
Yeah, sure. Start us off with chapter 7.
Thanks for loving my story and the crit. I will stooping putting notes in brackets, except this one, lol.
Boom!
The nuclear bomb went off like a bomb and blew up the street and houses and a car, too.
What the fuck was that? Bellowed Dark, putting his cloths on.
Okay, if that was a nuclear bomb, he'd be dead.
It was probably a dog or a bomb or something. Come back to bed. Said Misa Seiyu. Light's mom, and that girl from the bus who are having a summon in the basement pit to hide from Soichiro.
What the fuck did I miss?
A lot, actually. L has what's called a life note, and he can bring back people to life who have been killed by the death note. So
It's glittery white and made of silk.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not awake enough for this.
Yeah,
But-
you weren't awake enough whenever we initially set this up. That was
Dark-
how many hours ago?
What time is it now? That was about 5 hours ago.
Yes.
Don't worry. It's what happens when you don't go to sleep until 11 a.m.
Okay, did you have a good time last night then?
No.
I'm sorry. But
Also,
Dark
I
jumped...
just realized it was all 3 of those people saying it at once.
Wait, all 7 of them are...
No. It said it was those 3 people who said it. Mises. No, 4 people. Mises say you Light's mom and that girl from the bus. who were taking part in the seventh some.
Well, who's the seventh person? Because with Dark, that just makes 6.
Maybe it was
Daddy.
Oh, it's
No.
probably Blood.
Well, no. If we look at the back, wait. Oh, Misa say. Oh no, shit. That is 7 people listed. Misa, Seiyu, Light's mom. Yeah, they didn't put in a comma in between Misa and Seiyu.
It's Misa 1, Seiyu 2, Light 3, Light's mom 4, and that girl from the bus 5 plus Dark. That's 6.
Huh?
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Blood, but whatever.
Maybe it's just a particularly penis-shaped statue. A particularly penis-shaped chunk of malachite.
That's oddly specific, but okay.
You've not seen that picture?
No. But Dark jumped out the window and fell like 20 feet and landed on a barbecue, which was on, but he was hard, so he didn't catch fire, and he ate a burger as he looked at the big hole that the bomb had made in the road.
Well, obviously. I mean, that's the way you stop yourself from getting caught on fire. Erections.
Fuck! Scream, spitting bits of burger all over Light's dad, who had come to see what happened too.
Oh, shit. My car! Light's dad screamed, looking at the scratch in the paint that the nuclear bomb had made. Tough car.
Yeah, the world's toughest car. Dark put on a spacesuit and stepped out into the hole.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. We're just as confused as you are.
Was it like this the last 2 chapters?
Actually, it was a little more uniform the last 2 chapters. Now it's just kind of devolving into insanity. I mean,
Did we read 2 chapters?
Yes, this is chapter 7. We started on chapter 5.
Oh, shit, you're right.
It was the biggest hole Hay had ever seen because it was as big as a bus and nearly as deep. The middle was all radioactive, so he had to make sure he didn't stand in the radioactive that had covered stuff in green.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, definitely.
Why did I wake up for this?
I don't know.
I mean, you could have stayed asleep and you probably would have been happier for it.
In the middle was a tall, slimy man covered in green with a magic fucking death note.
Hello, I am Yatsuba, said the man, being all creepy because he had dead from the bomb and was a ghost. Use your life note to save me before I die. Despite being a ghost.
So Derek
Darn
saved
dead.
him. So Derek saved him in the life note, and
Derek.
life noted Dirk. So saved him, and life noted him back to life. Apparently, life noted is a verb now.
Well, obviously.
Big mistake! He screamed, throwing him at him.
Wait, what?
Big mistake! Just like jumps and flails at him.
Starfishes. Just jumps in the air and starfishes towards him.
That would be terrifying, honestly.
Dark, no! Shouted Light's mom. She got it from Dark what she never got from Oh, no! That's your son. Ned, his creepy mustache, and sexed loads of times a day now. If he died, she'd have to go back to sexing other people. Don't die. God damn it. I get from you what I never got from Soichiro and his creepy mustache.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Yes.
Am I still asleep?
No,
Yes.
you are not.
This can't be real. I don't remember this story being so fucked in the head.
This is reality now.
Or it's dreams. One of us tells truth and the other tells lies. You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Motherfucker, since you said that, it's obvious which one is which.
Is it now?
Yes!
Yeah,
If you had
probably.
said that one always tells, if you had said I always tell the truth and that one always lies, then it could have been left up for discussion which was which.
Yes.
But being, as you said, one of us always tells the truth in one of us lives, that means that you just told the truth.
But I just lied a second ago.
Point is...
Then Yatsuba got a gun and fired fast at dark, but he was too fast and missed and shot a light instead, and everything went at dark.
He shot light. No.
My twin! Zane?
It's fucking. Oh, I didn't know if he finished. I kind of interrupted him.
No, I'm done. Your turn.
I failed my master! Yatsuba said to L.
Don't worry. He will send you again if I don't kill you because I'm so mad now, said a mysterious detective. But first, I will send my apprentice and he has green hair.
Gray.
Gray hair. Shit.
Where is he? Zane's
Zane?
What?
Zane?
He is.
near.
But when will he come?
The time is near.
Will he beat Will he beat Drac once and for all?
Dark's end is near.
What is his name?
His name is
John Cena!
I know. I wish I could. I wish I could have seen that coming, but no, I didn't see it coming.
The phone then rang, and it was the magic phone. A hat talked to the president.
Yes, Mr. President Near is dead. I will send my new apprentice instead. Send him in Air Force One now.
One.
L turned back into Yatsuba.
His name is Hal Linder.
I just love that whole thing. It's like they were trying to make a joke based off the character's name. It's like, oh, wait, shit, he's dead. The time is near. His name is... Oh, wait, Near's dead? Shit.
It was a magic phone, and it was the president who intervened to call it. Yeah, no. That's a great joke you're trying to make and all, but Near's dead, so...
It's just, it looks like the phone in Powerpuff Girls.
The one with the...
Powerpuff Gals. You need to save the city. Then a plane landed. It was the Air Force. Hal walked it talked his gun.
And toked out his gun.
Toked out his gun. He walked it in and toked out his gun.
I will shoot Dark and he will die, or my name isn't Hal Q. Linder.
Using a teleport node L had found in Russia, he teleported back to Light's house in America.
Again, I mean 51st state of the United States.
Wait, what? Russia is... I'm pretty sure the last thing a Russia wants to be is an American state.
Well, no. Yagami Light is
Yagami?
a student in Japan.
And San Fran, Tokyo.
There is actually this one manga I ran across in which part of the plot was Japan having become the 51st state of the United States.
What about Puerto Rico?
It's not a state, it's a territory.
I know. But don't they want to be a state too sometimes? Wouldn't they? I think they should get first dibs on 51st state is what I'm saying.
If memory serves, a lot of the citizens don't want to.
I think that was an old consensus from a few years back. It might have been outdated.
Well, I highly doubt they want to now. You know, we really didn't want to, but then we saw that shit got worse. He goaded the gun and shot Dark and he died.
No, that wasn't me. Wait. No, that wasn't me, shouted Dark, running. That was my brother.
Also John Cena.
Light Yagami.
You know, I kind of like Dark, even though he feels like a self-insert main character. He was kind of his balance in the story was really funny, but now it's like, no thanks.
Yeah, you
There was
walked in a you joined in a bad time, man.
There was a minute quiet for Light, then he got life noted back. That's the most anime part of this.
Woo! I thought I was a boner there.
We all fought that, said Misa, and stopped hugging him because he wasn't one. What?
I have also failed, said Hal. I'm sorry.
Then
No.
I will send my last agent, said L.
Meanwhile, Light and Dark and Misa and Seiyu and Light's mom and that girl from the bus had gone back to the basement and were naked and sexing and stuff. Suddenly, Soichiro jumped in.
No! My wife! And my daughter! And my son! What the fuck? This is some incestuous shit!
You just
And-
realized.
And his girlfriend, and the girl from the bus.
You missed the other son.
And my other son, who is an evil guy! Ooh! All sexing together! They're not even like. It's just sexting. They're not even like doing anything. They're all just naked in the same room, taking pictures and sending it to each other.
Try to understand, said Light's mom, getting up, then knew she was naked and put on a vest. Yes, that fixes the issue.
Okay, but only because I love Soichiro said and hugged them all except the girl from the bus who fled a bit left out.
Oh, I don't get a hug?
Suddenly, she took like 5 guns out from under her pillow and pointed it at everyone. She's got 5 hands. No wonder she's part of this orgy.
Honestly, I'm just finding it weird, like, the gender ratio for this 7-some. There were 2 guys, and then, like, the rest were girls. It's a bit weird.
There's not enough. There's not enough plugs for all the holes.
Exactly. Let's stay calm and not do anything rash. Shrek'd Light danced around like a little girl. I hate it when I Shrek. She pulled the gun and a bullet came out. Everything went all Matrixy, and Light's mom could only watch in horror as the bullets came and hit Dark and they died.
Like, they just stopped.
Tell my
Why are
mom
you getting upset at this?
I love her, said Dark before he died.
He died 2 times in less than 5 minutes.
No, Light died earlier.
I don't
now
fucking
Dark
care. Dark was supposed to die there.
Yes, but he didn't. It doesn't count as him dying twice if you shoot the wrong person.
Dark is fucking dead, and the whole goddamn world is safe," said the girl from the bus teleporting back to L. She was a hero and got on TV and stuff, and there was a parade for her. Everyone was happy except for a few sad people, and they were called Yagami, except Misa, who was not called Yagami, but she was called Anime, and that's quite close.
The best line so far, actually. They were all called Yagami, except Misa, who was not called Yagami, but she was called Anime, and that's quite close.
Honestly, I'm just imagining, like, so how did you manage to do it? Well, you see, all I had to do was fuck his entire family at once. But... One.
In the Shinigami world!
Now that has to be a euphemism.
Now I have become the new king of the Shinigami. What about blood? Or
Well,
Dark as he he shot blood. It took his royal death note and blood banana. Not the blood banana.
before I die, do one thing for me. Give me blood BANANA.
One too many
Couldn't even
ins in
spell
there,
it
but I'll
right.
ignore that.
This shit is bananas. BANANAS. Shit is bananas.
So Blood ate a blood banana and died happy.
Oh, I'm gonna miss the weirdo.
Me too.
Now, time to make a few changes around here, said Dark, turning into a Shinigami.
Mm-hmm.
He was as big as a bus and was wearing leather pants, which didn't hide his super big man thingy, which was the size of a oh god, twice as wide. His hair was every color of the rainbow, but only the dark black like oil or something. His 79 eyes all burned a different shade of red, except one which was gold because it contained the teeny good part of his soul.
His dick was the same size as him.
But twice as wide.
Oh god.
That's it's actually kind of terrifying.
Now I definitely have seen some porn like that. His death note changed too. It changed rainbow black like his oily hair and got new words on it. And they said, everything note.
Now I can do everything, he mumbled.
This must be continued.
Must
Please
it?
no.
Yes.
Are we
Yes.
going to continue? How long have we been reading? I have lost track of time.
It's been less than an hour.
Okay.
It's been not even been 45 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
We can read more of this. I'm actually looking forward to this.
Thanks for reading. This chapter has some slashing in it, and also some drinks, some wines. Don't read if you hate alcohol. Also, thanks to everyone for loving my story, and also for the reviews, except for the hatters who fought. There were trolls.
Oh
It's
god,
thick.
the hatters.
There are no trolls, though. I may do a goblin one day.
No, Golbin.
Golden. I may fuck a golden one day. More reviews, please.
Also review.
My favorite band, Goblin Fucker.
The world of the Shinigami was very cold except for the hot bits of this dude's giant fucking dick. There were also bits that were alright. And that was where Dark was because he was the new king of the Shinigami.
Bow before your new king, puny mortals. Dark said in a very kingish way.
But they're not mortals, right?
Yes,
Kind of the point of the Shinigami.
And
exactly.
they're punny mortals, not puny mortals.
Puny mortals!
All the other Shinigami bowed their heads off because they loved him so much in a non-sexy way except the women. Those are words
You
that just
fucked
came
your
out
own
of my
brother
mouth.
earlier in this fic, dude.
Those were words that came out of my mouth. I'm processing that at the moment.
Why can't the dudes be bowing their heads in a sexy way?
We love you, Dark! They cried.
I am not Dark anymore. From now on, my name will be Duark.
Everyone did the new name dance.
What?
And
It's
now,
kind of like the Daddy's Little Princess dance.
the new name dance.
I'm glad you got the joke.
And now
And
the dance of
Daddy's
solitude.
Princess dance. My dad can't have requested that. You're correct. It was your brother.
And then there was a feast with 12 turkeys and a pig and a soup made from blood bananas, and this was served with blood wine and not alcoholic wine for the kiddies, and also there was mineral water too.
Nice.
They were in the big cafeteria of the palace, and the walls were made gold, but it was red gold made of bones and brains and other organs, like the pancreas.
Hold on. I'm really upset about the fact that he said banana soup. Dang.
I don't know if that's a thing or not. It sounds like
Well,
a
I typed in banana soup, and the closest I got is butternut chicken and banana soup. And it's just
Yeah.
That sounds weird. Almost as weird
Because
as
the
bananas
thing
on
is,
pizza.
like, blood pudding's a thing, and banana pudding's a thing, so why not blood banana pudding?
Dang it, Llytic, now I want banana pudding.
Now I want blood pudding.
I don't know what blood pudding is. Is it good?
Yes.
I want soup now.
That also sounds good. Ah.
Let's
Zane.
see. Okay. Duark got it up and made some toast.
I am glad that I keep getting his lines.
Making toast!
Eating toast!
Butter and toast!
Also, what happened to Ryu? Because he not been around.
No, he
hasn't
hasn't.
appeared since.
Damn it!
After that one brilliant line that you made with him the other day, he hasn't shown up or said anything, like, at all. And it's made me sad because I wanted to use that voice or try it out.
Yes.
I wonder if he's just like back with Light, like, your brother became the king of the Shinigami. I wanted to be king of the Shinigami.
I would like to thank the boss girl who shoot me, because thanks to her, I am now king of the Shinigami, and none of this would have happened without her, because I would not be dead, or at least as dead as I am, which is not very, because I am a Shinigami.
And their meddling dog, too.
Hip hip hooray! They cheered, and then a DJ came on and they all danced the night away to some beats.
Nice.
There's a lot of dancing in the Shinigami world. Doesn't sound so bad, honestly.
The next morning, that's not even the way you spelled properly last time. Duark, that's what I'm going to call that, climbed out of his royal bed with the 400 women he had
Remember
sexted.
what we said earlier about not enough plugs for these holes?
No, the plug's too big for the hole. Let's be real.
That too. It's a 400-person hug job.
I mean, he probably needs like 400 people to even surround that thing. Let's be real.
It's only twice as much. What the thing I just said?
He had sexted with naked last night. He locked out of his window at New York. What? And said, "I will go home." And then he jumped out.
I will go home.
And then he jumped out of his window and landed in his neighborhood.
Neighbor. Chirpy.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Really,
Loads of people screamed, and some more went poop in their pants. There was a 1,000,000 feet monster now in the city, and his name was Dak.
There was
that
also
as
a
big as
Shinigami.
bus.
Apparently, he's now much bigger than Bus.
Just imagine the doon 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 doon.
Look at the bright side, though. If he's 1,000,000 feet tall, then his dick's actually pretty small compared to his body.
Still never gonna be able to use it right. Nobody in existence with a hole big enough.
People, I mean you no arm, he echoed and blew up a tower so people wouldn't not just run and scream a lot, which they were. They stopped and turned and looked at him, and everyone was amazed by how handsome he was, speckly the women.
I mean, how handsome he was with his 79 eyes. I have come to get revenge on the
I thought
one
this
who
was
killed
my
me.
turn.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. If you like his line so much, just keep going.
And his name is L.
Back to the hotel. Oh, no, just read it. Get it back.
Should I read now then, or
Ow.
I'll just read.
Thanks, you just ruined everything, man. For shame.
Watari, who was not dead because he had CPR, was watching Lost when suddenly there was a news flash. A monster was attacking New York, and that
I hate it when monsters do that.
And that minster was Durak. Is he spelling it differently every time? It seems.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's on purpose.
Zane, why don't you read?
He ran over to the building and jumoed over the couch and a fire and found himself in Elle's room. Why is there a fire?
Fire!
They're actually in the building that Duark knocked over or blew up.
Master! He yelled brashly. That foolish wanker Dirk is in New York and is killing some poor swords.
Then he gasped all scandalst and stuff. Elle was in bed sexing, and the person he was sexing was Light.
Finally! Been fucking waiting for that the entire fucking anime. Never fucking happened. Really disappointed by the ending.
Atari watched for a few minutes and said, "Well, what do we have here? Master L is wanking it with my good fellow Light. Oh dear, God save the Queen!"
What are these lines?
What am I reading?
I think this was after he took that first hit of whatever he was smoking.
Acid.
Yeah, smoking acid.
Smoking acid, dropping pot.
Oh God.
Hey, I just love how it said he was standing there for a few minutes. Just sat there, kept going. Oh! They were all embarrassed and finished up fastly and got dressed.
That was good and also quite sexy. Sighed Light as Tay got in the helicopter and flew fast to the city where Dwark was fighting.
What's he fighting? The buildings?
I come in peace. Fuck you, building.
I come in peace. Why are you not listening to me? I'm knocking down buildings so you'll listen to me. Why are you running and screaming?
Thank you. I tried so hard, and you
got
were
so
also
far.
sexting well too. Mumbled L as I went over to the huts, and I could see where Dark was. And he was tall. There was fire and smoke, and then they saw that he was pantsless because he was busy sexting a building again.
There's gonna be broken glass.
Who cares? He's got a bust for a dick.
Oh no, my bloody eyes! Watari bellowed. Thank the Queen none of the wee nippers can see this chap making an ass of himself by his fornications.
Dark reached in his pockets and pulled out a big black shiny book that shined in the big sun like oil or gas, or that point you get on cars sometimes. That paint. I
just got what happened.
That paint you get on cars sometimes.
You did?
Dark has the everything note.
Yes.
Do you think his transformation was of his own doing?
Well, he transformed. It transformed into the everything note after he transformed into Bust Dick.
But here's the thing. If it's the everything note, don't you think it can affect the past, present, and future? Do you think after he became the monster, he wrote in the book to make it happen in the first place? Like some weird kind of time anomaly that, you know,
Well,
the future affects the past kind of shit.
Yeah, that stuff never works.
Well, fuck you. He's got the everything note, so it worked.
I mean, last time I tried that, all my friends died again.
Then again, there's like 40 fucking chapters, so for all I know, it fucks up down the line.
Actually, yeah, that's a valid point. So we'll see if your theory actually, or your hypothesis has some...
You think they're ever going to explain it?
Probably not, but I can hope.
Dark reached in his pockets and pulled out a big black...
We just read that line.
Fuck! He has a darn everything note. That tit is taking the piss now.
He got out a pin, and it was a Shinigami pin. The big bit was made of the leg bones of an elephant, and the end was made of gold. The ink was blood, but it was mixed with oil to make it black and shiny. Why use blood?
Why not?
There were skulls and stuff on it, and also eyeballs, which could read everything you made and say it spelled right.
Spell checking pin. That sounds useful.
With how many blood bananas there are, maybe it's just there's an excess amount of blood in the Shinigami world.
Well, he has a pin, but does he have an apple?
Got too much of this shit.
He wrote fast. The helicopter bows up.
We must get the wank out of the sodding contraception.
Oh fuck, we have to get out of this condom.
And Watari held a parachute and jumped out. Andal I joined him just before the helicopter exploded.
What the fucking piss do we do now? Roared Watari.
I have a plane, mumbled L with thoughts.
That was such a thought.
Yes, you are.
I wish I was as smart as L. I just wish I had a brain.
If I only had a brain.
Alright. On to chapter 9.
I got 1,500 views on this fic. Thanks for the readings. You guys are rock. And I just read Twilight. It's all girly, but Emmett is badass. When did this come out?
2008.
2008. On
It was
October
last
25th.
updated in 2012.
This fanfiction's been going on for a while now.
Well, it ended 6 years ago. But it went on
Yeah.
for 4.
Yeah.
Chaos was what was happening in New York City. Where everyone was running about like mad because of the the monster that was going crazy and taking out some buildings and some dudes too. That monster was Dark Yagami, who is called Daruk, but is not author's note. It was too hard to spell, lol. Explosions were happening, and one of them was a plane.
Falling from the plane fast like a brick was L and Light and Atari, who had parachutes.
Well, their parachutes aren't doing very good.
How did I get in this mess, lover? Asked L, and they shot past a skyscraper because they were gay and did slash.
But what does that have to do with the skyscraper?
I don't think
Did the skyscraper want to join in? After getting
Nice.
fucked by Daruk, he's like, I want some of that action.
Nice. Well, Light replied, it all started with my brother Dark Yagami. Little did I know that he was none other than Kira and killed Mello and stole his clothes and came to America with a royal death note and killed some dudes. My sister was a lesbian.
he
and
said
then-
Dark Yamiga, not Yagami.
Oh, Dark Amiga. Whoops. And then beat you and become a Shinigami. Author's note in case you forgot, which you shouldn't because it was awesome, but a long time ago, so you may forgot.
Enough of your ruddy flashbackery, you sodding arses,
Flashbackery!
said the Britain man, getting pissed off.
Ah, shit, he's gonna beat him up with a baseball bat. That game's amazing, and also French.
They laned in the street and ran to Is other plane.
L's.
Oh, okay. L's other plane, which was a Harrier jump jet, and was painted with all pink and lame and not badass like Dark's jump jet, which was black and had skull and crossbones and a turbo and a spoiler too. Fucking how's it gonna fit in that plane?
Are you really gonna disparage someone with a pink Harrier jump jet?
They rocketed into the sky like a rocket and landed on Dark's giant dude thingy, which was big enough to land a plane on, so they did.
Oh god, his dick got bigger. Brother! Screamed Al.
Stop! Screamed Light like a girl. I can't scream like a girl, so I'm not even gonna try.
Fucking sorry. I just.
No, I'm starting to get a headache too. This is like, what is happening?
Really? Because this is honestly the most uplifting thing I've had to deal with all day.
Uplifting dick? Is that what you were gonna say?
That too.
Headache because I'm reading from a computer. I'm enjoying this story, but I don't think I've had a water to drink today.
Listen, you fucking wanker, go drink some water.
Dark listened to Watari because he was a bad arse and wielded 2 sniper rifles, one in each hand.
That's kind of dangerous.
It's gonna make reloading hard.
It's gonna dislocate your shoulder, probably.
Memory serves, most of those are bolt action.
Yeah, most sniper rifles are. So it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's
It's
semi.
gonna be really fucking entertaining to try and reload them. Oh shit! My elbow caught my headphones.
Well, I mean, the sound effect was actually apt because you're talking about trying to reload the phone, and it sounded like, or the not the, phone, the rifle, and it sounded like you dropped something. So it was like perfectly timed. So don't worry about it.
Ow!
Yeah,
Fuck.
I thought it was a bit, to be honest.
Well, it was starting as a bit, but then my arm caught my headphones.
And it made it better. Tell us what the wank you are bloody doing.
Fuck, I keep getting lost.
It's
Dark
one sentence.
Tell us that one. Am I at tell us?
No,
Dark said-
Tom just said that.
Yeah, right
Dark
under
said in his Shinigamiest voice, "I am the new king of the Shinigami," and has the everything. I can't do this.
Are you okay, Sane?
No, the story is fucking insane.
I am the new king of a Shinigami and has the everything, though.
What, he turned from British to Scottish. I mean,
Yeah, I've kind of accidentally devolved him into that once he turned Shinigami.
I'm okay with it. I'm just.
Oh, lady asked me if the dogs were Jack Russells, and I said, nah, they're mine. Watari gasped. Not the sorting everything, though.
What's that do? Gramps asked Elle, who was also Atari's grandkid, but he only told him this not on screen.
Legend tells of a book owned by the Shinigami, which can do whatever the buggery its owner wants. Stark is using it in the ways that we will soon lean. He's
Yes.
gonna make everyone a left-leaning person.
They flew up to his shoulder and looked at the book he was holding and writing stuff in. He didn't have a pen big enough, so he was using a nuclear missile filled with blood as ink, and the writing was all red and green with Llytic nuclears.
So apparently, nuclears is a color.
No, nuclears is a thing.
And he had written, "I take over the world in 5 minutes." And his watch only had 7 seconds to go. Oh no.
No!
Did you just cut out?
Yes.
Zane, you still there?
Jesus, what was that?
That's my line.
You cut
Well, you
out.
cut
man.
out for the majority of it, but then there was a high-pitched screech noise.
I didn't hear the screech noise. I hope that shows up on the recording.
Well, I've been saying no this whole time without a breath, but if it's gonna do that, then no. Screamed Elle as he glomped the light, and they sexted for 7 seconds.
Wow. I've heard about quick on the draw, but that's ridiculous. Then there was a big bang.
When the smoke cleared.
Dark was king of the world!
He started crying with happy, then stopped and man cried instead, which was more manly.
Is there a difference between crying and man crying? I don't think there is. It's just crying.
Not really, no.
I am so awesome!
Everyone
Gosh.
agreed and hugged him except for one
Hooked.
person who was flying towards him in a black
Hooked.
jump jet with spoilers and a turbo, and it had been stolen by someone we will learn about in a paragraph or so.
Pantograph.
Pantograph or so.
Well, he also said hugged instead of hooged.
It's huge.
Hooged! They hooged him! Decker was wearing a crown and a robe and a big gold piece that hid his dainty parts. Sorry, if your dick's big enough to land a plane on, it ain't dainty.
We failed you. We failed you, godwanked sods. Watari British dropping all his sniper guns and crying on
Snipper.
the floor. Snipper guns and crying on the floor. Snipper guns, the most deadly of guns.
Don't worry, I will pay you well because you are my brother and you are my best friend and you are his grandpa. I can't.
And Llytic became the president, and L became the emperor of Japan because he's Japanish. And Watari was the queen of England and also Scotland.
Oh, so maybe your Scottish accent has been on par.
Well, I was giving the Scottish accent to Dark.
You just started doing it for everything, though.
Yes, I did. I can't stop.
I mean, you totally can, man. It's not that hard to stop.
Well, it was like I started reading it and immediately turned Scottish. It's like, fuck it, look what we're doing now.
I just think you don't want to stop. I mean, it's fine, man. You do you. Just be honest here. Then a Harriet
doing this intentionally.
Okay. Then a Harriet jump jet screamed into view and shot a bunch of nuclear R missiles. Dark tried to write "destroy the nuclears," but he accidentally blew up his pin instead because it was nuclear. Nuclear.
They hit him and stuff went back to normal. There was a whoosh and a bang and some little bangs and a whole bunch of magics going off at once.
No! Watari when he stooped being the queen.
That's for everyone, said a girl in the cab of the jet, and everyone cheered except for peeps who thought Dark was sexy, which was quiet. A lot of people, but most peeps thought the girl in the cab was even sexier, and it was Seiyu.
The army hired me to fight you and kill you, Seiyu muttered over the speaker. So I stole your jet and shot you, and now I am queen of the Shinigami.
Oh god. Oh nah. She got giant and Dark with normal size. She was big as a tower and had a big chest which was so big it covered the sun.
Now it's turning into just something unintelligible. Like, that wasn't a Scottish accent. That was something...
No, that was weird.
Yeah. Dark stumbled and said, I thought you loved me. Oh, wait, he has a British accent. I thought you loved me.
No, I am lesbian, remember? I love Misa and only you as a brother, but not a lesbian.
Ah, yes, the lesbian community.
Is it really lesbian, or am I saying it wrong?
That's how they're spelling it.
No, that's how they're spelling
good.
it. You got it right. Or wrong, or however you want to look at it.
I got it correctly wrong.
Stay tuned for the next chapter. It will be Fight of the King and Queen of the Shinigami. It will be more awesome yet and more sexing. Which is chapter forgot?
No, I'm a lesbian, remember? Well, you have the everything book. Why not just make me a lesbian too then?
They're siblings.
Time and place.
Do we want to try to do one more chapter?
I mean, I don't know. Do we?
I do. I haven't laughed
I'm up for whatever.
in a while.
Do you want to quit or do you not want to?
I'm going to vote the opposite of Llytic, so you have to make the decision.
Ah, damn. How long have we been going now, Llytic?
Just over an hour. We started at 32. It's currently 40.
Okay. Let's end it here.
Aww.
I think it's a good place to stop, honestly. It ended at a cliffhanger. I mean, come on. We have to keep the audience entertained. We have to keep the audience entertained somehow, because our jokes clearly aren't the thing that they're staying here for.
Speak for yourself.